Okay, hey, this is Tasha, the Crafty Kraut. I'm going to do a quick tutorial on Monogram-it and making a monogram. So I'm doing a monogram towel, and these are my initials that I'm doing for somebody. So I picked Century Block, and usually what I would do is okay, so if you're a Monogram-it, you're going to go over here to the side. You're going to pick your height and your font, and then over here I think it's pull. Okay, so usually the standard is pull, but because of the E, right? So okay, so when you go over here and you look at this, usually satin, they're real big loops. So let me see if I have an example. I did a kind of an example, so just bear with me here. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little sample. Okay, so this is my sample. It's not great. So here is usually what you do with satin. So it's big loops, right? So that's not bad to see, but the E is really big. So if you do satin loop, it is going to, this right here is going to be real easy to snag and pull because it's going to be a real wide loop. So what I'm doing is it's called a cornrow. I think that's what it's called. Cornrow. So what it does, I have to excuse my shadow, but it makes like a little pattern so that it's a tighter embroidery. So I'm going to set up my machine. I'm going to show you what this looks like because I've already done it on another towel. So I'm going to set up my machine. I have my Monogram-it. I've put it in. It's going to be 3 inches high. And this is what it's going to print out to look like. So if you see that, it's a nice tight embroidery. So you're not gonna snag this when you wash it with anything, which I think is really nice. And this is for a gentleman. Actually a young guy just graduating from college. So I think this will hold up a lot longer than the actual satin one would. So I'm gonna do the second towel. I have the hoop, I have the towel and the hoop and everything. So now I'm going to upload. And I hope that this is going to be the exact same because I did this a few days ago. And I turned off my computer. I didn't think it was going to lose it on here, but it did. Okay, so I'm gonna upload it, and then I'm gonna adjust it. I'm gonna turn it around. Okay. Okay, so there it is on my computer, on my machine. And then I'm going to, I'm going to adjust, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to adjust, I have it marked here where it should be centered. Kind of hard to tell. This towel's so thick. Okay, it needs to go over a little bit more. That should be good. All right. Pray to God it works. Okay. So now I'm going to just start embroidering it. Just bear with me just a second. Okay. So now I'm going to put my machine down. This is always so nerve-wracking, but all right. So now we're going to let it do its thing. Now it is going to take a lot longer to do this because of the pattern, but it'll be worth it in the long run. You have to excuse me, I know I kind of sound like I'm out of breath, but I have a cold, so we're gonna let it do its thing. I don't think I'm gonna record the whole thing because it'll take probably about 20 minutes to do, and it's kind of hard to see with that light. So I'll come back when it's done to show you. So there's a C, so now it's going on to the E. So it is done, and as you can see, it's a pretty print. This is a water-soluble top stabilizer. It is to kind of keep the fabric pushed down so that it can print on there really good. And then on the back, of course, I just have a regular stabilizer to make it stable. So I hope that helped. I really like my Monogram-it, and I have Monogram-it and Letter-it. This is fabric marker, so that'll wash out with water. What you want to do is when you loosen up your loop, you want to loosen it up before you pop it off of the fabric. That way it won't leave quite as bad of a mark around it. It'll go away with a wash, but this way it's not quite as deep. So you want to make sure that you loosen it up before you pop it out. And then you'll, of course, take all the stabilizer out and trim up the fabric and stuff. But anyways, I hope this helped. If you have any questions, leave me a message below. Please subscribe. If there are any other videos that you want me to do, just leave a message below and I will try to do my best to get that done. Thanks.